Well, hello there, you're watching the official Theme Park Fans YouTube channel and welcome back to another video. So, as you can see by the video title, I am going to be giving you guys my coaster opinions. Now, I just want to say, please don't get offended by my coaster opinions. Because at the end of the day, we all have different opinions about the coasters we like and the coasters we don't like and so and so. So please don't get offended. So anyway, my coaster opinions, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 different categories. So I've got my favourite coaster, coaster that I love, coaster that I hate, coaster that I think is underrated, and coaster that I think is overrated. So let's get started, shall we? So my favourite coaster has got to be Taron. What I love about Taron is that it's just amazing, Taron. I think everything about Taron is great. The queue line, the theming, the build up to the ride, you know. I love queuing for Taron because the build up, it gets me excited for it. Even though I've been on it quite a few times now, it's just it's great, and Taron's 2 launches are spectacular, and I think the whole ride in general is brilliant. But that second launch though, if you have been on Taron, then you will know what I mean. But if you haven't, and if you do go to Fantasyland one day, then that second launch on Taron is something out of this world. But yeah, in general, I just love everything about Taron. So again, I love the queue line for Taron. I love the theming for Taron. I love the build up to it when you're queuing for it. Everything about Taron is brilliant. So, the coaster that I love, Shambhala. Now, when I say coaster that I love, it's not my favourite, but it's a coaster that I love in general. And I think Shambhala easily falls into this category. I was very close to picking Wicker Man, but I thought, do you know, Shambhala, I think, has my heart more than Wicker Man does. I mean, that's not to say I don't like Wicker Man. You know, I love the queue line in Wicker Man, I love the theme and the pre-show and the coaster itself. But I just feel like Shambhala is that coaster I really love, and I just love riding it every time, you know. When you're going up the lift hill, the anticipation when you're going up the lift hill, especially if you ride Shambhala for the first time. When you're going up that lift hill for the first ever time on Shambhala, you're probably thinking, God, why am I doing this? Why did I sign up to do Shambhala? But after that first drop, it's just a thrill sensation. It's just, it's brilliant, Shambhala. But yeah, I'd say I prefer Taron over Shambhala, because of the theming and whatnot. But Shambhala is still a coaster that I love, and a coaster that I think I'll love for many years to come. So, coaster that I hate. Ooh. And I've gone for Furious Baco. The thing with Furious Baco is that I think Furious Baco is the coaster that I love to hate. Because obviously you got love to hate and hate to love. So I think Furious Baco is falls under that category of a coaster that I love to hate. The first bit after the launch of Furious Baco isn't that bad. But after that first bit, when you go around the bend, it just feels really rough. And every time I come off Furious Baco, I've always got a banging headache. Don't get me wrong though. I think it's an okay coaster. I mean, I don't really hate it. Well, I do hate it, but I don't fully hate it, if you know what I mean. I think it's more of a coaster that I love to hate, personally. So, there we go. The coaster I hate, Furious Baco. So, the coaster that I think is underrated, 13. I remember back in 2010 when Alton Towers were advertising 13, they kind of hyped it up as a thrill coaster, but it never lived up to that when everyone went to ride 13 on its opening day. Funnily enough, I'm talking about 13, and I've got a 13 shirt on. Sorry, what was I saying? When everyone went to ride 13 on its opening day, it didn't live up to the hype, and it was more of a family coaster. The reason why I think 13 is so underrated is because I think the main reason purely is because of the way it was overhyped. But 13 is a good coaster, you know, and especially that first drop coming up from the lift hill. That's a great first drop. The rest of the ride just before the drop element is a bit alright, but I think it's that drop element, you know, when you're going up like this, it's when you're going up the lift hill and you turn around into the upper station bit, and then when you drop not once but twice, and then you go backwards. I think that's why I like 13. So 13 for me is a very underrated coaster for me. So we're now going on to the final category, and it's the coaster that I think is overrated. And I think I am going to get a lot of hate for this. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but the coaster that I think is overrated is Icon. Now, my problem with Icon is that before it opened last year, I felt it was overhyped quite a bit. You know, including me, I overhyped it. You know, I was thinking, oh yeah, the UK is going to get a Mac, wait, no, it's not Mac launch coaster, Mac Mega Coaster, and I was like, yeah, I'm really excited. The UK's finally getting a Mac Mega Coaster. It's going to be brilliant. But I've only been on Icon 2 times. But when I went on it, I felt a bit disappointed and a bit let down. I will say, the first section of the ride after the first launch is good. But I think it's only good right up until after the inversion when you go for the second launch. So you go for the second launch on Icon and you go through that inversion. I think after that bit, Icon is a bit meh. And I just feel quite disappointed by Icon. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some people out there who like Icon, and as I said at the start of the video, it's good that we have different opinions on the coasters that we have been on. But I just feel like Icon is a bit of a letdown. However, one of the things I do like about Icon is the soundtrack. Like, the soundtrack is very motivational. Like, I know that's a weird word to use for it, but and I also like the soundtrack in the station when it's booming out. Don't ask me why I did that. But apart from that, it's just, it's a shame, really. Like, this is the thing, guys. I wish I could appreciate Icon more. I wish I could love Icon more. I really want to love Icon. I really want to love it. I want to say, oh yeah, Icon is amazing. It's a brilliant addition to the UK theme park industry. It's brilliant. It's amazing, and it's amazing for Pleasure Beach. But it's a shame, really. It is really such a shame that Icon, in my opinion, hasn't really lived up to the bill. So there we are, guys. That is it for another video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you want to, you can leave your coaster opinions down in the comments below, using the same 5 categories that I use. So, favourite coaster, coaster that you love, coaster that you hate, coaster that you think is underrated, and coaster that you think is overrated. Give this video a like if you have enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe if you are new around here. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page. As always, our Facebook page link is in the description below, so please go and check that out to give it a like. The next video will be coming out on Friday as always, because as you know by now, we do 2 videos a week. So one on Tuesday and one on Friday. Now at the time of recording, because I'm pre-recording this video on the Sunday just gone, I haven't got a video idea for Friday, so you may get a video for Friday, you may not get a video for Friday, but I'll come up with a video idea. I'll come up with God, I can't even speak today. With a plan for the next video. So there we go. I'm Will Donahue. Thank you for watching Theme Park Fans, and it's time to close the video now. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.